All right, everyone. Hopefully we'll start seeing everyone join, and I'll let you in. Looks like it's just us for now. Oh, we've got our first. There we go. All right. Just trying to let people in as I see them arrive. Welcome, Catherine and Preston.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you both doing? It looks like oh, no, there. Sorry, I'm trying to juggle letting people in. Glad you could join us, Preston.
Of course.
All right. Hoping to get a few more people to join us. I'm wanting to open it up to questions today. Hello, Allison. Good to see you.
Hi.
I hope you brought a list of questions, Allison, so we can make the most of the time.
Well, I did send you an email with a list, and actually I'm trying to find them, but I got new glasses today, and I'm really I'm struggling.
Oh.
Like that.
Trying to figure out where the right
I don't know. It's all a
magnification
bit.
is. Yes,
Yeah, I
totally
did.
understand.
Right, I will find them.
No, okay.
Actually, it was only a couple of questions, but yeah, I found them.
The technical ones, and I know I replied to a couple, but I don't know if I replied to everything. But we do have one of our experts on the call today, so we've got Preston. So so we can definitely.
Well, one you did answer, and
Okay.
I was really, and I've now actually sent it to Anthony, who's also on the call. But yes, I was trying to send
A
a
text
text message by laptop, which it was late. I have no other excuse. I just don't know what to say.
No, I get it. If whoever builds that technology, that's going to be pretty cool because it'll save us text and time just by being able to do it from your desktop. But if you have an Apple, an Apple will let you do that. That the Mac or whatever it's called, that it has their
No, I've got an Apple phone, but I'm
not desktop. Yes,
whatever the other one is. I've got that one.
I hear.
Not technical.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, I think we'll go ahead and we'll kick things off. This will be the formal start of today's training. I feel like we've done an awful lot in the sense of we've covered every aspect of the different sections on the platform itself, but I'll start out with a couple of updates there. I did get feedback from Preston prior to this call that we've made progress on the alerts. And what does that mean? If you were ever a user of the Penny app, Penny was really good about being able to provide customer service or customer care type prompts. And we have those in the system now for Nowtech. We just need to deploy it. And so they are behind the scenes doing whatever it is, loose ends, to be able to clean that up, to be able to send it. But from memory, that means that you will get an alert when somebody joins your team. You'll get an alert when somebody places an order. You'll get an alert when somebody's subscription is coming due, so that you can help them revise their automatic order or their subscription prior to it deploying or shipping. You should get a notification when shortly after they've received it. And that way you can follow up with compliance, in a sense that you can reach out to them and make sure that they're using the products in a manner that will help benefit them to be able to get the most benefit out of using them. If you notice I'm distracted, I'm still trying to let people in, so I apologize if you see me drifting off for a second. I'm like, oh, I haven't let people in for a second, but want to make sure that all participants are in. So if you have questions about the app, if you've reached an inroad and like I can't figure something out, we've got Preston on the call today. He is with Nowtech, so he is very intimately involved in the development as well as the feature set of Nowtech, and so he's here to be able to answer questions as well. But so alerts are coming, and then also the other notification that I've received is that we still have some data that is not coming through the system clean, meaning that you are seeing, or some of you, it seems to be one genealogy or line of genealogy where the data is not fully cleaned up. And so if you're seeing that, the best way to help us resolve that quickly is to email us with the name of, so your name, in your associate ID. But if you see someone's name in your app that shouldn't be there, if you will let us know who that is, that'll help us understand who needs to be taken out, or if someone that's not there that you know and you see inside of Success Tracker and you're like, I want this person to show up, it should show up. If you'll let us know, we will track down whatever is taking place. They feel like they've identified it before, but something has happened over the last week where it looks like we haven't been able to clean that up. So I'm not technical enough to understand exactly what is taking place, but we want you to have the correct data. Don't give up on us. We want to make this right. And this is long-term. So we're in a long-term agreement and believe that Nowtech is the right partner. And so we want to make sure that this gets resolved. It just doesn't go away. So we want to be your partner in being able to get that fixed. I've talked enough about what is coming. Still, there are things that are like the events calendar that needs to be updated. That is something also that is on our project list of things to be completed, but a full integration. So events.manatech.com is where the most accurate, current, up-to-date events is listed. But if you want, we want to be able to port that into the app as well, so that we'll tie those together. But the source of truth is that events.manatech.com. So that just want to make that call out so that you're aware of that. I would like to turn the time over to get your feedback or your questions. If there's something that you have curiosity around, we would love to share and show with you how to use the app.
Yeah, Ben, could I ask, in the contacts thing, is it just the people that we've personally enrolled, or is it our whole network that we should see?
So you should be seeing personally enrolled associates and personally enrolled customers. The reason you would not see your entire genealogy is that there is that one-to-one relationship, and what we're trying not to do is to have 3, 4 people or even 2 people following up with the same person. That hopefully it is their personally, they're the person who brought them into the business that is doing the follow-up on that. And so that's the reason it is just showing that personal enrollment or that link.
Great. But then if during the course of working with people, we can add, can't we? So we can add people and then send stuff directly to them.
Yes. So your prospects, those who you're reaching out to, that is all fully controlled by you. Manatech doesn't push any of that. You have 2 different things that are that I can think of immediately, and that is you can add contacts. So if I'll share screen here, hopefully, you can add contacts. So the people that you are running into at the grocery store, as an example, you would just go down here to contacts and the plus sign. You can manually enter them and then begin to put them on a campaign. You can send them a specific resource that you know that they've shown interest in, or that you believe that they might have interest in the business. So, business or product, you choose the pathway of introducing that content. You can also bulk import. So if you're on your iPhone, you can bulk import people that are in your phone. You also can bulk import a list. So the other thing, when I said I had two things on the top of my mind is one is manual entry, but if you also go to the homepage, so I click down here on the bottom left, if you go up here to the little hamburger, you have Mana Leads. So this is another way to be able to bring people into your app that Manatech would not have a personal connection to. But Mana Leads is another place for North Americans. So that is one thing that as I'm speaking, I'm like, oh, that you may not want to buy from Mana Leads if you're outside the US, but or North America, but Mana Leads is a place where you can purchase leads within those within that market. And then you would upload that with a CSV file.
I was sort of specifically thinking though that if you know, for example, I've got someone who's brought people in and then she's not able to kind of look after them right at the moment.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
I'm doing that. They are in my network. They're not direct to me, but I can bring them in so that I can send them stuff.
So you can manually enter them. Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you're not going to receive the alerts when they place an order. You're not.
Oh.
So we don't have a way to do that personal relationship tie.
No, it was more really to use the app to send them information. So that's great.
Absolutely. There's no conflict. If that was the question, there's zero conflict. You that name can reside in multiple apps if that's not a problem.
Thank you.
Certainly. Come on, Anthony. I know I've seen you on the call a couple of times. Anything that you're liking about the app? Oh, can't hear you. No worries. It's great to see you here. I know that you've been on the last 3-4 calls, so it's fun to see you here. I'm glad that you're engaged with the app and happy to answer any questions that you may have. And we can't hear you. Sorry about that.
What about now?
Anyone else? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Right. I still got to get used to unmuting and things, technology and me. No, I'm loving the app. I'm just aware that I've missed a few of the trainings and been in contact with Alison as to going back through sorting stuff out. I was a little bit frustrated trying to send some information out and not being able to click on the computer to change the message.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let me see if I can. Did you resolve that, or I certainly could walk through how to send it through desktop.
Well, Alison's explained that I can do it on the phone,
Sure.
which I managed to do yesterday. But I think I was trying to, because the screen's bigger, sort everything out on the computer, and every time I clicked on it, I thought I was doing something wrong, and perhaps it was one of the trainings that I'd missed. But now I managed to send out some last night with messages. Looked a bit more personal that way. So no, that was great.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to load up my desktop version. I guess it may be the similar experience, if not the exact same experience on the phone. So let me share real quick my screen again. And I think there's one thing that's made me stumble the first time around, and I'm curious if this is what was the hang up for you as well, is that when you go to share media, and I'm gonna just pick the very first video, and once again I'm on my iPhone. Can you see that? Is that okay? Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So if I were to go about sharing and click individual here, I'm going to share it with somebody that I already have in my phone. And I'm going to pick Raul here. Is that, and it looks like I don't have his email in my phone. So let me back up and let me pick someone else that I have an email for. And so I'm clicking up here to find myself, hopefully. And okay, so this one has an email. Here's where I got off track is that when you go ahead and click continue, what it's going to do is show you a preview screen. So this is this text you can go about altering after I click share. So what it's doing what this share means is it's sharing this content over to your personal email because the platform is not sending it out for you. It's not using their email. It is using your email or your cell phone, your SMS to be able to send the message. You click share and it's going to then open up your own personal email. And so it's going to be the same behavior, whether it's your cell phone or the desktop. It's going to open your personal platform. And then it is here that you can then go about editing. And, being that it's an iPhone, this is how it looks. But it's not until you click this button right here to send that the message is actually sent. So it's still on a preview pane when you are clicking that word share. That let me see if I can get back over there. That share is just opening up your platform. Also, if you want, you can copy and paste that that text. If you don't like the text, it's all right here in the platform, but you can click on the hamburger on the top left and then go to Meet Our AI. To me, I think this is one part that's super fun about the app is that to be able to leverage the artificial intelligence we have around our Mannatech products. I don't know why my phone is loading slow today, but even when I was trying to get onto the website, it was slow as well. But let me stop sharing and see. I don't know if it's my personal connection or what, but Mannatech AI will let you take that text and to be able to ask it a question and say, can you give me a better reply for someone who likes fishing? And give me an analogy of somebody that likes fishing and how Mannatech's products work for them. But if you haven't checked it out, check out Mannatech.ai. It is it leverages ChatGPT, if you're familiar with that technology, but it is trained with Mannatech's our entire library. So we pulled over all the different products into that Mannatech AI, and it's smart like a Mannatech associate would be with ingredients, with the business opportunity, compensation plans, and so forth.
I think what was getting me with I didn't want to press share, thinking it would go straight out.
I totally understand.
So therefore, when we did press share, we were able to change
Move to
the
that next
text.
screen. Yes.
I think I was taking it too literally.
I 100% agree. Had the same confusion when we began. We've talked about updating that share to maybe a continue, and I think this is a great call out on today's call. So we'll look at revising that word share once again. I think that's awesome. Good feedback. Any other insights, questions?
No, I think most of what we're doing is spot on for me.
Very good.
It's nice and simple.
Awesome. Yes. Yes.
Simple is as simple does.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone else? It's a great time to ask those questions that you may have building up. Well, today's a quick call then.
I don't know if you've seen, Ben, I don't know if you've seen it, but in the questions and answers, Brooke is asking, can you review the campaigns?
Oh, sure. Yeah. But go, Allison, I missed what you were saying other than the call out for Brooke. Did you want me to start on that?
Yeah, it's just, it was a question in the Q&A and I didn't know if you'd seen it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, I had not. So thank you. Preston, do you mind walking through? I can, since I'm sharing screen, and if you want to commentate, I'll try and take the user through.
Sure. So if you want to head back to the home page, click on the little house icon bottom left. You should be able to scroll down here and find your campaigns card. If it is not visible for you right now, you can click on that little plus icon. That will let you turn it on or off. You can also resort things here if you want to move it to the top. But once you've got that active, yep, I'll let you kind of save your card layout or close it.
Okay.
So once you've got it active there, all you need to do to put somebody on a campaign is click on that little plus button. You can always also, this will directly launch the campaign to the individual that you want to put on it. So you would choose existing prospects, or you could add someone manually. We can pick, you'll need the
Raoul there.
email for this one.
Oh,
So,
so I'll go back to find me.
Yeah,
Yep.
so while Ben finds somebody with an email, real quick, the campaign is going to be an email campaign, but you can send somebody the invitation to that campaign via just about any communication. So you can send somebody a text, and what it will do is it'll say, hey, I'm sending you some information. If you'll click on this link, and that link will show them a quick video and ask them for permission. So we cover all of the opt-in for you, so no one's getting in trouble, there's no spam, any of that. So you think of enrolling somebody in a campaign as sending them the invitation first. So Ben has chosen customer Ben, so we're going to click continue.
Okay.
And now it's going to say, hey Ben, it's me. I want to send you some extra information. Here's a series of articles. And what this will do is he'll click share. It'll launch into either his email platform or his phone or whatever he's using to send that message. And whenever he hits send, the customer will receive this email and a link included in that email. That link will then take them to a quick 2-minute video. It's the 2024 opportunity video that Manatech released in January. And then beneath that, it'll basically ask for permission. It'll say, hey, can we send you more stuff? And when they click accept, it has them confirm their email. And then everything runs in the background for you. You don't have to do any other stuff. All of those emails will send. So if you want to see what those emails look like, then if you'll scroll back down to campaigns, you can always preview the content that's going out by clicking on that little magnifying glass icon. This will show you that this campaign has 15 emails, and it runs 3 minutes after they click the acceptance, and then on day 2, and then 4, and then 8, and 10, 10, 10. So this is all the sequence, right? They'll get one 2 days later, then 4 days later, then 8 days later, and then you'll see that we'll send them something every 10 days, and then we move down to every 2 weeks. But this goes on for quite a while, and then you'll receive their response if they respond, when they respond, and be able to kind of re-engage and pick that up in a more organic conversation, and then move them to what they're looking for, or have the conversation be custom tailored to their needs. But all of these will run kind of in the background for you, so that if you've got, I don't know, a list of maybe 15, 20 new prospects that you want to share this information with, you can put them each on this campaign, and then all of this runs in the background automated for you. You only have to worry about responding to the folks who are active and engaged.
So Preston, I had a question about this, and I'm glad we got this question today, because a concern or question is that did something change from what you see here, where we would have 3 emails going on day 10?
Correct. So there was a little lack of clarity in the original wording. So this is the interval between emails, and that was not clear in the previous layout. The previous layout still used the interval, but it would say like 234 days, even though it's really like, yeah. So we tried to make it clear here that email 6 will come 10 days after email 5.
Okay, sounds good. That is clarity I needed, so thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Sabine.
And a question: is there also a limit on prospects you can put in the campaign, or it's no limited?
There is no limit. So you can put as many people as you have in your app on the campaign. You do have to add them each manually, so you have to send them that share and do all that. But if you've got 50 people you'd like to put on this campaign, you can certainly do so. And then all of this will just kind of run in the background. And as those 50 people respond, you'll be able to pick up the conversation wherever the opportunity campaign left off.
Okay, that's great. And I have another question. Perhaps it has been said already, but well, I have the question still. For the videos who are in the app, we can add also our own videos or videos from the tool suites we want in Dutch, for example, for me. Is that possible?
So you cannot personally add content to the media grid. That's for kind of company compliance reasons. But Ben, is it a fair statement to say that if there's content missing in your country or language, they can reach out to you? Or is there a better person to contact? I know we've got tons of content out there. And it's getting everything set up is its own individual process.
Yes, so the
you.
challenge to that would be to just email me, so bmayo@manatech.com, or if you have a personal connection already with your country manager, they also that is who I reach out to and make the request of your country manager. So if it's Europe, it may be Catherine or Darren Hoffman, where they would collaborate to make sure that they also are gatekeepers to make sure that we're not adding too much content, which has been an issue in years past. But we're so that is why we're not just putting everything in, but please, if there's something lacking, let us know or let me know, and then I can coordinate also with your country managers as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Certainly. I'll put my email in the chat too, in case that helps for finding me. But also with technical questions, those can come to me as well, and then I'll loop in the support team. But content requests for me and support questions, there is a Manatech support email as well. But I don't mind being copied in just so I can see if there are pending issues that aren't being resolved. So both those emails are now in the chat. And if you're watching on Facebook Live, I'll go back and I'll put the emails in the Facebook Live as well so that you can see what those are.
Ben, there's another couple of questions
Oh,
in
thank
the Q&A.
Thank you. Let me, I'll read one here. It says, for some reason, my iPad won't let it log into Manatech Now Tech app. It says device blocked for 30 minutes. I've rebooted my iPad a couple of times and it keeps recycling me. Any ideas what this is caused or what's happening? Preston, any ideas on that?
If the device has been blocked for 30 minutes, I guess I don't want to turn this into a long QA session. But my first question is, are you able to log in with any other devices? And if so, Ben, can we circle back with Veronica so I can get some screenshots of what's going on? It could be a whole sort of things. It could be the version of your iPad. It could be, so this, if we need to follow up there.
Sounds good. So Veronica, if you would just email me or the Manatech support at now-tech.com, that would be awesome, so that we can follow up and get more specifics on that. There was also a second question, which was, will there be any product campaigns or only opportunity campaigns? There is not anything in the works on a product campaign. If I certainly don't want to say no, but if your team, if you personally have already completed a product campaign and want to send it to us, we would be happy to collaborate. So that is more of a bandwidth issue than it is a capabilities issue. If you've already got something that you'd like to suggest to the company, we'd love to take a look at it and partner with you on it. Any other questions? I sure appreciate seeing each of you each week. So it's fun to have a little group that does gather and that you're working the app. So we will keep having these calls. And they're at 11:30 on Tuesday. So we'll see you next week and hope you all have great success in using the app. Thanks so much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, hang on.